87%. Yeah, that's the percentage of all real estate agents that get in the business today that'll be gone in 2 years. Let me tell you something. Why is there so much turnover in real estate? Because it isn't easy. And because most people don't know exactly what they need to do to get to the next level. Now look, regardless of whether you're brand new to the industry or you're a team leader, you've got 40 people on your team and you just want to get to the next level. If you're doing 10 transactions a year, you want to get to 25. You're doing 500 transactions a year, you want to get to 1,000. You're at 1,000, you want to get to 10,000. Let me tell you something. You need the right coach. Why? Because Club Wealth is the only coaching company on the planet that will literally guarantee that you will double your income or make at least an extra $100,000 your first year coaching with us, or we will give you 100% of your investment back. This is for people of all levels. Click the link below, sign up for the appropriate tier level, and let's get you a strategy session today. And I promise you, I 100% guarantee you, promise you, that you will walk away with a heart full of gratitude for the time that we took for you because you got so much value out of that call. Schedule your strategy session today. I promise you'll be glad you did.
Sign up for a strategy session at clubwealth.com/strategy session.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Hellickson. I'm here with Club Wealth TV Shorts and my special guest, Club Wealth coach, Amber Santana. Let me just tell you, Amber is something special. If you have not met Amber yet, you are going to be so glad you watched this episode. Let me tell you something. This young woman started off just like my kids. She went through the Club Wealth Youth and Leadership Program for, I think, 4 or 5 years. Basically, since its inception, she was one of the very first members of the Club Wealth Youth and Leadership Squad. And went through the program until she was 18 years old when she graduated from the program, and then started her very own property management company, which by the time she was 21 years old, she had 77 doors under management. She's now 23 years old and is knocking on the door of 150 doors under management. I'll bet a lot of you wish you had 150 doors under management. So I'm excited to have Club Wealth coach Amber Santana on a call with us, and I'm excited to have her in a moment. We're going to have her tell us about how she's making money in a billion different ways on her property management. Man, she is crushing it. She teaches the property management courses at our big events like Business Strategy Mastermind Conference and Listing Agent Bootcamp. But first, I want to ask her a few questions about the Youth and Leadership Program. And more importantly, Coach Amber, tell us about your family. Where did you come from? Where in the world? Like, you've got, your family's prolific in Club Wealth. Tell us about your mom and your dad and how you got involved in Club Wealth as a whole.
Yeah. So, I mean, my family has been, or we have our own, real estate brokerage and then also our own property management. I grew up in real estate. I've been showing houses since I was born. So, we got into Club Wealth actually from the very beginning. So I think it was back in like 2016 or 2017.
2014, actually.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And me and my younger siblings actually started coming to the events with my parents, and we actually just helped out wherever we could. We came to the events and we helped like the staff out, just selling cups. And actually during that time that was a huge for us because we were around so many people and we were all really shy, like very, very shy. So I got to meet, some of the other young people that were there too. And I got to meet, like-minded people, and we actually became really good friends.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're certainly not shy today. And I do remember there was a time when you were younger where you were very shy, but man, you are not afraid to get out there and do what needs to be done today. And you're not afraid to have any conversation with anybody you need to. I mean, I'm serious. I couldn't be more proud and more excited about the adult that you've become. And man, I just hope that a lot of youth will follow in your footsteps. And so tell us about the Youth and Leadership Program. So you started coming out right when we created it. And back then we had Coach Doug Holliday was leading the Youth and Leadership Program, and he has since retired. And we love Coach Doug. What a great guy. And man, what a great job he did with the program and really getting it off the ground and getting it established. But tell us about your experience. How did you originally start going to it? Did your mom and dad have to drag you there kicking and screaming, or were you a willing participant? How'd that go?
Well, maybe at first, just a little bit. They had to drag me just to push us out of our comfort zone, especially once we found out that we would be speaking in front of people. I was like, oh no, I didn't like that at all. But they pushed us, to go out of our comfort zone. And I mean, ever since then, I've been speaking ever since.
Yep, that's awesome. And you've been doing a great job of it. And we get great feedback every time you do. And you're not just speaking to the youth, you're speaking at our events, both on main stage as well as breakout sessions. You've been in the breakout sessions, you've been teaching on property management. I got to tell you, the feedback we get on those is always fantastic. And so tell us, so what would you say is like to parents thinking about bringing their kids to youth and leadership? Actually, before you tell us about that, what is it about youth and leadership that's helpful to you? What is youth and leadership?
Youth and leadership to me, I mean, was just an amazing opportunity to better myself, to grow, to learn things that I didn't learn in school. I mean, for me, personally, and my siblings also, we were all very shy, and we wanted to be in real estate, but we didn't, we didn't learn, the things that we needed to know, and like social skills and people skills, and we kind of just saw that, from what our parents were doing, but to actually put ourselves out there was a completely different story, and something that just at the time, and now that I look back on it too, I just never thought that I would end up doing. So I really loved youth and leadership because it gave me just an amazing opportunity to meet other kids that were also in the same situation too, and to watch everybody else grow and become the people that they are has just been amazing.
Yeah. It is, it's funny you say that because everybody really has, like, I look at that core group that started, back, when youth and leadership first got going, and all of you guys have just had such great success, and you've grown into these great adults. And so, well, let me ask you this. What would you tell youth that are thinking about coming to the next event?
Do it. Even if it feels, it might feel a little uncomfortable, but some of those people, are actually a majority of the people, I'm still really, really good friends with to this day, and that I talk to all the time. So I've made amazing friendships within, the program, and I'm really glad that we did step out of our comfort zone and meet these people.
Mm-hmm. How about the parents? What would you say to the parents that are thinking about bringing their kids?
That maybe if depending on your kid, if they might be a little shy, or if you want them to also, be pushed out of that comfort zone a little bit, but not really sure how to, I think it's an amazing opportunity for them to talk to people that are experiencing the same thing and actually going through the process. So I think it's extremely important, and it's not something that you learn in school at all.
No. Now, let's touch on that for a second. What would be one of your big takeaways that you got from an educational standpoint out of the youth and leadership program?
Learning habits and actually understanding, the importance of, having a schedule, having good habits, and how every decision that you make ultimately affects the next.
Yeah, that's actually really good stuff. I love that. Okay, so now let's shift gears for just a second. Let's talk about where you're headed, where you're at now. So you're doing property management, and something like 77 doors under management by 21. You're 23 now. You're pushing toward 150. Is that right?
So I'm about to turn 23 in a couple.
Oh, you're not even 23 yet.
Yes, almost 23.
Oh, wow.
But I actually just signed my 100th. So
nice. Congratulations. That's exciting. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, so the goal, if I remember, because last time we saw, I think the goal was 150 for this year. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, good. You've got time. You can get there. You got to just keep pushing. That's good. That's good. All right. So now tell us a little bit, because you run that property management company, and you've got employees. You had, I know one of your siblings either worked or works for you. Where's that at?
Yeah, so I mean, I have a staff of 4 people, so we all split up, different positions between us, which Club Wealth has also very much helped me with figure that out, because that was really difficult at first. But yeah, all of my siblings do stuff here and there for us, but one of them currently on the payroll, and then everybody else just does on the side stuff. My youngest sister, she's 14, so she's the same place that I was at, and she's actually already making phone calls and connecting me with people too. So
really,
and she's excited for her first commission. Once we close one.
So we're talking about Gabby, I assume.
Yes.
Dude, she's fantastic. That girl's been through more stuff. She has overcome so many challenges that most adults would have given up a long time ago. I mean, I'm proud of that girl. She's a good kid. She really is. And if she's got you as a mentor, somebody to kind of teach her and bring her along, dude, she's going to be great. I'm excited. That's good to hear. All right. So where are you headed? What's next for you?
Well, we are, I mean, I actually have a really good schedule down now. So, the main thing that I do is I'm, of course, looking to pick up more properties. So that's my main position of what I'm doing. So I help agents a lot. So I help a lot of agents within my market, in surrounding markets too, just running comps for them and helping them out any way I can, having three-way calls with their investors and letting them know, because I mean, a lot of, standard agents don't really know what they're looking for. So I'm just there to assist them and also make them look like a superstar.
I love it. That's awesome. And I bet you're really good at that. So long term, let's talk 5-10 years from now. Where do you see yourself?
The biggest property management around here.
I love it. That's awesome. And it's interesting because I think there's a lot of pressure nowadays to, you've got to have a hard and fast goal, and you got to have, well, I'm going to be at 1,000 properties in this many months or this many years or whatever. And I love kind of where your head's at, where it's just like, look, I'm just going to do the very best I can. I just want to grow as big as I can, do the very best I can, help as many people as I can, and we'll see where it goes. And in the meantime, you're going to have a good time in the process. So good for you. I love that. That's fantastic. Speaking of having a good time, what do you do for fun? What's Amber Santa in her off time look like?
Not much. I don't do too much. I really don't do too much.
You sound like your parents. I love it.
I don't. I love my job, so I work 24/7. I work 24/7 as needed when needed. And if I have off time, I'm probably going through like the financials and trying to figure out what else I can do, or like talking to other agents too. I've been talking with a lot of agents here. So yeah, just trying to help them out. And, it's unfortunate because there's so many agents, I mean, actually everywhere, that don't know anything about property management, don't know anything about rentals. So I like to have conversations about that and yeah, help people out.
It's funny to me. I think there's a lot of people out there that would criticize you for that, and that would say, oh, you've got to enjoy life, and you can't, you got to have balance, and it's not okay to be too serious about work, and blah, 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 blah. And I just, that doesn't resonate with me. I'm just not that guy. I just think, your family is a lot like our family, right? You guys are all in the business. You guys at meals, I'm assuming when you guys go out and do stuff together, you're probably always talking about business. You're always talking about money and rentals and how you're going to grow your portfolio, how you're going to grow your business. And you know what? That's okay. And don't you ever let anybody make you feel bad or guilty about that, because I'm telling you right now, it's something special to be able to be involved with your family in working toward a common goal, working in a direction together. And I really think it makes for stronger families and stronger relationships. And I can't remember who said it, but someone once said, it might've been Einstein, I can't remember, but someone once said that, if you find a career you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And it sounds to me like you love your career.
I do. Yeah. So, and that's exactly how I feel. So people say that, people have said that to me before. You have to have fun. Yeah. I'm like, this is fun.
Right? That's what I'm saying. You feel a sense of accomplishment. You feel meaning and purpose. Yeah, don't ever let anybody give you a hard time about it. If they do, just smile and say, well, I really appreciate that. You have a great day. And then just move on and do your thing, because gosh darn it, there's no one right answer for everybody. There's lots of different ways to live this life. And I'll tell you, my family and your family are very much aligned that way. We are very much the same way, where there's never a time that we're together as a family that work doesn't come up, but it's not work to us. It's just what we do, and we enjoy it. And I think about like Madison now, she's getting married, and I think here's this new guy's coming in, and I was a little worried, how's he going to handle this, talking about work all the time stuff, and he's fit right in, and then she found somebody that kind of belongs, right? I'm thinking, wow, this could be okay. And so it's just been fun, I'm proud of you. What a great outlook. I just love that at such a young age you've already figured out that it's okay to be who you are, and nobody gets to decide that for you except for you. So good for you, Amber. Well, Amber, do you have any other thoughts that you'd like to share with us today?
I mean, I just want to share, overall, I really think that the youth and leadership is just, and Club Wealth overall has been an amazing opportunity for me. I'm so grateful, to be a part of this, this group. And I've met some of my favorite people through here, and not only kids, like adults. I'm very good friends with so many adults that I've met through Club Wealth. And we continue to keep, that relationship. So I think that it's a great group, and I'm blessed to be here.
Well, we're blessed to have you here. We love having you as part of the family, and we just love your whole family. I mean, seriously, you come from good stock. Give your folks a hug for me. I love your mom and dad. They are two of my favorite people. They're just salt of the earth, good people, and you know what? Their kids are the same. And so we're grateful for you, Amber, and grateful for all the value that you bring to everybody in Club Wealth. Most of all, we're just grateful to have you around. We just love having you around. So that said, Amber, would someone get a hold of you if they want to be able to reach out to you?
You can reach out to me directly from my cell phone. You can reach out to our office, or you can email me.
Okay, you want to give us those contact details?
Yeah, absolutely. So my cell phone number is 804-215-9952. And then the best email to reach me at is Amber, it's AMBER, at move, MOVE, the number 4, free, FREE, and then realty, REALTY.com.
Perfect. I love it. Good stuff. Well, Amber, thank you so much. I'm sorry, Coach Amber, you've earned that title. Coach Amber, thank you so much for being with us today. I can't wait for your class again at BSM and to get to see you there. And again, give your folks a hug for me and your siblings as well. So right on.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Have an awesome day, everybody. And watch this. If you haven't already signed up for Business Strategy Mastermind Conference, get your ticket today. And if you have a 12 to 18-year-old, get them enrolled in youth and leadership. Bring them with you. You can't just send them. It's not summer camp, right? You got to come with them. But get them there to the event. You will go to the adult portion of the event where we're talking all things real estate, and your kids will go to youth and leadership, and they'll love it. And you might drag them kicking and screaming the first time, but they'll beg you to come back going forward. So make it happen. We'll see you there. Have an awesome day, everybody. Take care.
87%. Yeah, that's the percentage of all real estate agents that get in the business today that'll be gone in 2 years. Let me tell you something. Why is there so much turnover in real estate? Because it isn't easy. And because most people don't know exactly what they need to do to get to the next level. Now look, regardless of whether you're brand new to the industry or you're a team leader, you've got 40 people on your team and you just want to get to the next level. If you're doing 10 transactions a year, you want to get to 25. You're doing 500 transactions a year, you want to get to 1,000. You're at 1,000, you want to get to 10,000. Let me tell you something. You need the right coach. Why? Because Club Wealth is the only coaching company on the planet that will literally guarantee that you will double your income or make at least an extra $100,000 your first year coaching with us, or we will give you 100% of your investment back. This is for people of all levels. Click the link below, sign up for the appropriate tier level, and let's get you a strategy session today. And I promise you, I 100% guarantee you, promise you that you will walk away with a heart full of gratitude for the time that we took for you, because you got so much value out of that call. Schedule your strategy session today. I promise you'll be glad you did.
Sign up for a strategy session at clubwealth.com/strategy session.